What's up everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about why you should think about switching to Linux, or why you would think about switching to Linux. Why Linux is sometimes better than Windows, and I think I'm probably a little bit better at speaking on this topic now, because I am dual booting the two and using both of them. I'm using Windows for video recording and stuff right now. And also, I'm thinking about doing video game Let's Play videos, or something like that. So I'm thinking about maybe doing KOTOR 2, Mafia 2 maybe, or most likely I'm definitely going to be doing a Let's Play series maybe on Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's a very good video game. I could do video game Let's Plays on Linux, but there's some things that have went wrong. Can't explain it all in this video. Maybe some other video I'll explain stuff like that. But yeah, let's get into the main topic in this video. Why you would probably want to switch to Linux. Why you would switch to Linux, really. So, why would you switch to Linux? This is something that's a very interesting question. Because I really do not have an answer off the top of my head. If someone just came up and asked me why I use Linux, or if they should think about using Linux, I would just say, I don't know. Why you asking me? What's wrong with you? Get out of my room. That's probably what I would say. But that's not a very good answer. So why do I use Linux? I've been thinking about it a lot recently. I'm just one of those people that would sort of use some if they like the community. I like the Linux community. I also like what Linux stands for, so I use it. It's not the best with everything. There's definitely some people who would benefit from using Windows over Linux. There's a lot of reasons why you would want to switch to Linux, but there's a lot of reasons why you would not. Linux is one of the things I have a hard time thinking off the top of my head what is better in Linux than macOS or Windows. If someone asks me why use macOS over Windows or Linux, it's easy. Video editing and Adobe Premiere or something like that is much easier, works better. And then if somebody asks me why use a Windows 10 PC, video recording works better than in Linux, at least. And it just does. Windows 10 plays nicer with OBS, especially with the screen capture, and even with webcam videos. This video is not actually lagging. It is 30 FPS, so it is not lagging as much. If it is lagging, it is not lagging as much as it does on Linux, and you can go back to my other videos and check that out yourself. But with Linux, I can't find a very good answer. But there's obviously answers out there. It's just they're not in areas that I've used Linux for. Linux can have better performance in certain areas, but setting it up is generally what puts people off. You have to download the codecs and all that stuff. You even have to download DVD codecs to get DVDs to work on some distributions, such as stock Ubuntu. You have to download, I think it's libDVD. And you have to download that, and you have to download a couple of other ones to get DVDs to work properly. And it is a nightmare if you have not used Linux before to properly set up a Linux distribution, especially if it's not one of the ones that are mainstream. That's even worse. There's also, in the mainstream, there's ones like Linux Mint, probably works the best because it has libDVD installed, all those DVD codecs, has most codecs installed, and it's perfect for people that just want to start working. Ubuntu is good for people if they want, especially with the minimal install option. It's good for people who want to really choose what they have on their system, codecs to install, all that stuff. And that is something that doesn't come with Windows. You can't necessarily change much of the background processes. You can obviously force quit some stuff and all that, and there's tons of tutorials on those types of stuff with Windows, and there's not those many tutorials on Linux. So really, the biggest reason why you should switch to Linux right now is the community and what Linux stands for. There's not necessarily anything that I can think of off the top of my head for the average desktop user, and that's the key word there, average desktop user. There's nothing that will really convince them to switch to Linux. Nothing is really better. A lot of the applications are very similar, if not the same in performance, sometimes a little bit worse. Nothing is really a lot better. Maybe if you're talking about speed of computing overall, it is better. Opening applications, all that, it can be faster in Ubuntu and some of the other distributions because there's less background processes happening than there is with Windows. This is all my opinion, all my opinion. And if you guys have maybe thought of something that I might have forgotten, leave it in the comments, because I probably did forget something, and right after I'm done recording this, I'm going to be all like, oh shoot, I didn't talk about that one thing that does make Linux better. But yeah, if any of you think I missed something in this video, please tell me. Please, just tell me. Leave it in the comments down below. And that's all for this video, and I'll see you all in the next video.